Diablo!
Welcome everyone! We are the Grin brothers, and Raphael has no time to waste to continue on his topic.
Yeah, so...
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm used to beach mode Shantae speed doing that.
Yeah. We're getting a new Diablo game for mobile. It's probably not going to be great. But it's probably not going to be terrible.
Honestly,
either.
a Diablo style game doesn't seem like the sort of thing that... Oh, didn't...
Well, actually, in a sense, the dungeon crawlers do kind of work on mobile.
Well, with a touchscreen.
Yeah.
And on a... Just kind of figured that, you know, that sort of game wouldn't be well suited to...
It'd be a simplified version, but they can work. Surprisingly easy.
Oh, I guess she's never coming back.
Yeah. That's why there's so many of them.
There are?
Yeah, there's a lot.
I was just all, you know...
No, they're really easy to make, and they're really...
I thought it was mainly gacha games which kind of work well on that system.
Yeah, they're usually gachas as well.
Oh, Diablo gacha! That's what they needed! Collect your waifus! Like Diablo!
Oh, but I've already got one of them.
And Diablo!
Hey, Andy,
you can count as both!
Eat him. What? Eat him!
It's actually quite literal in Diablo's case.
But yeah, it's probably going to be... ew. But, I think people have the right to be somewhat upset about it. Because it is... Here's your Diablo mobile game. And no
Okay,
actual
cool.
Diablo game to go with it.
Ah, thank gosh, I was
Yeah,
worried.
you don't get crushed.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to admit, let's see, what's the situation? As an opposite situation for a mobile
There's
game...
a Dream Squid.
Oh, I kind of forgot I was looking for this. As a game that has an opposite situation, in terms of how it was announced, Fallout Shelter. It was announced alongside Fallout 4.
Yeah, as an addition. It was never...
Yeah.
It was never meant to be a big thing.
On the other hand, I can also see people exaggerating the complaints of it because it's not like they announced Diablo 4 as a mobile game. Unlike, say, Breath of Fire 6. Here's your next mainline entry. It's a mobile game.
Or here's Command and Conquer for mobiles now. That's what it is. It's just a mobile game.
That was the saddest, most hilarious thing ever. And here this year we are celebrating, you know, the Game Awards when they announced they gave they gave the award for like legacy sort of thing to Command and Conquer, and started talking about the great things this franchise has done and the developers and how it, you know, revolutionized RTSs. And then they announced the mobile game.
Yeah, that's
like,
kind of like
that's how you celebrate it, you know.
Mobile games.
It took so much effort to get here. I'm kind of expecting a reward.
No, you're missing a Dream Squid.
Yes, I am.
I think I know where it is.
I'm assuming somewhere below.
Yeah, if you go to your right, go down and right.
Tippy toes.
Right.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that you just completely ignored it last time. And I just didn't bother telling you about it.
Yeah, the ninja stars are literally useless.
I mean, they take out the bats.
When, you know, that attack exists, it kind of,
It's designed to take out ranged enemies, Liam. It's also...
Yeah, but it's as strong as your gun.
Yeah, but it's also diagonal attack. And it's not your only choice of weapon.
Yeah.
The gun would be fine if I had something else to hit things with. Like a baton. Or a brick.
To be fair, Way Forward are Americans, so they probably don't know that policemen have something other than guns.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas we don't have guns, and aside from the special unit for, you know, guns.
But yeah, my personal opinion is that I'm just going to ignore it. Because my phone wouldn't be able to play it anyway. Oh, these douchebags.
The only problem I can see in that regard is if...
Is
if they have some sort of lore attached to it.
I'll look it up on YouTube. Oh, something like that. I'm sure someone...
Or, you know, some sort of tie-in thing.
Or Wikipedia it. It'll be fine. But yeah, the thing is, Diablo 3 wasn't received well, which I never understood.
I found it quite enjoyable.
It's a really fun game, but it's because it did the Heresy thing of simplifying the game. Which is somewhat understandable.
Yeah,
because I've suffered that with World of Warcraft.
You also complained. Was it Fallout you complained that with? I know people complained with Fallout 4. They did that with
Fallout 4. It's way simplified.
And of course, there's
Skyrim.
And of course, there's the problem with Fallout in general. Because I've actually my Retro Gamer, the recent one I've been reading, was actually covers Interplay's Fallout.
The original Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently Fallout 2 wasn't all that well received because it was a lot more lighthearted and humorous than the original Fallout. I mean, it still sold well, but there was some criticism towards how much...
People don't like change, basically, is the general consensus of this entire topic.
Yeah. They said the reason why it probably felt a bit more... and the problem with the later entries, where they basically made a bunch of spin-offs, including... The Xbox actually had a version of Fallout.
Oh, did it?
Or I think it was like an FPS spin-off of it, based off the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, yeah, the Brotherhood of Steel one. I know what one you mean.
Oh, come on, that was instantaneous.
Yes.
But,
use your shuriken on.
Yeah, but the person who actually made Fallout, he left after the second game.
Yeah. They did make a lot of spin-offs.
There are some people who used to work for the original one on board with Fallout today. I believe, they set up the company which ended up making... The people who actually originally worked on Fallout...
There's a Dream Squid.
Went on to, ironically, make the best Fallout game. Because they ended up forming or joining a company who'd go on to make New Vegas.
Yeah.
So
New Vegas is amazing.
Which is funny, given that it's so different from what they were originally making Fallout to be.
Yeah.
And yet the people who originally worked on it, back when it was, how would you describe it? RTS style game?
It was
a bit of a blend of genres.
Wasteland.
Survival?
Wasteland was another game that was the inspiration for Fallout. So I'm just going to say it was a Wasteland game.
Oh yeah, they did mention that in that thing, yeah.
Yeah, Wasteland is technically the original Fallout.
Yeah, it's the person who made, one of the people who worked on Wasteland.
Hey, bye-bye.
Yeah, one of the people who made Wasteland worked on Fallout, and that's, why it is, got so much homage. He couldn't use the name Wasteland.
Yeah.
He's got the rights back, and he actually made a Kickstarter, Wasteland 2, I believe.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. But yeah,
it's probably not gets talked about much because people didn't, despite it being really popular with the PC crowd. Of course, people didn't talk about Fallout until it became, Bethesda style game.
Well, that's the thing.
It
was popular with the PC crowd. Back in the day, the PC crowd weren't that big.
It's weird to think of it like that, but it is true.
They were a minority. Even now, they technically are a minority. Consoles are the majority of gamers. Sorry to say it, PC Master Race, but
I mean they've gone more ground now.
You might as well leave the jars for when you actually need them.
I was hoping to get magic out of them though, sort of thing.
How often do you get magic out of jars?
Very rarely.
Yeah, like I can understand getting annoyed that a game gets simplified, but I've played Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. And
I've only played Diablo 3, but...
Should imagine Diablo 2 is a lot more fun when playing with people. But quite...
The antithesis of Raph's enjoyment.
Honestly, like, what I've played of it is kind of boring. Like, I can get fun out of it, but it doesn't feel like there's any...
Oh, gosh, that's a tricky one. Almost jumped over it.
I don't know how to describe it, but... I don't know, there's not really any, like, oomph or anything.
You mean like how in Sega Superstars Tennis, the main problem is there's a lack of sound to the tennis ball, so you can't feel the...
There's no oomph.
You can't feel the kinetic energy of it.
Yeah, like I'm doing stuff, and it's like, cool, I'm doing stuff.
It's
That's
like when
it.
you press a button, you expect feedback. It's kind of the problem with touchscreen gaming.
Yeah.
You have no feedback. You're not feeling a response from your action.
Like,
You're seeing it, but you're not.
I knew going into Diablo, like, it's not going to have any like color or things like that to it because it's Diablo.
Man, they did a huge change in the tone shift with Diablo 2 to 3. You remember how it was all happy jokes and everything?
But like,
It was like a sitcom, but playable.
I don't know. It just. I like the ability and talent trees because it's kind of like how World of Warcraft used to be, and I enjoyed it. I have no complaint with Diablo 3's either because there's still a lot of variety to it.
Yeah, well, which you kept badgering me about.
Yeah, which ultimately my problem with World of Warcraft is I don't feel there's enough variety with your talent trees anymore.
You basically have the three class routes, as it were, and
Yeah.
you're one of those three routes per class, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like 3 different lines in the talents. The specs, admittedly, each specs feels a lot more different now to what they used to be. Being a Destruction Warlock is different to being a Pyromage.
Which was that time where it was like, because they've started improving, I hear, from, what you said in regards to the gameplay. But what was that sort of bad middle point where they'd simplified it too much and then they started to have to gradually improve it? Can't remember which expansion you complained the most about that. Because, of course, Lich King was your peak.
Well, the one that I complained the most was Legion, but that's because my Warlock sucked ass.
I mean, in terms of what they did to the mechanics of things.
Probably Warlords of Draenor to Legion, in my opinion. They started to change things up a bit in Legion, but they've also screwed up several classes in Legion.
Yeah.
Because Demonology Warlocks were pointless to play as.
Didn't Demon Hunter cover that then, sort of thing?
Demon Hunter stole our Metamorphosis, and they gave us a mechanic that was really badly done. Do you want to do this and then I'll complain about Demonology Warlocks?
This looks like a great place to become one with nature. Oh, I think I hear someone up ahead, like the cries of a mermaid captured for the 17th time.
Well, this would be the 2nd time.
Yeah.
3rd, potentially.
She's growing a complex about it.
3rd time.
A need. What's this? Whoosh. Dribble, drip, drip. You mean plitter-plah, plitter-plah.
This man wears woman's pyjamas.
What is this nonsense?
He's very
I'm
forward.
a tree. My leaves are dripping with morning dew. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter, pitter-patter.
Oh, she's clearly insane. Someone needs to put her down.
It's because of people like you that I'm to keep a giant mermaid on standby. Tree impersonators always showing up, making my day go sideways when I least expect it. This makes it sound like it's a regular occurrence for him. Just tree impersonators.
Apparently it is.
I've got work to return to.
Techno Baron gets attacked by hippies a lot.
Bring it! It's nature time!
Well, as long as we don't go to a natural beach, we can keep this, not PG.
Force of nature.
Huh? She's not really much of a force of nature because she gets captured 24/7. Yeah, Demonology Warlocks in Legion were a joke. Because, basically, they removed our Metamorphosis. They say because it didn't fit with the quote-unquote lore of Demonology Warlocks. What they meant to say is, we want to give disability to Demon Hunters because we're struggling to think of anything to make Demon Hunters interesting to begin with. And I can further put this to proof because they have so little for Demon Hunters that they couldn't even make 3 specs for them. They only made 2.
Oh, wow.
So, but
Kind of annoying.
I like what they've done with them now. Demonology Warlocks are actually fun to play. But their idea was, rather than have it be about turning into the demon and using your main pet to help you fight,
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we'll make it about summoning lots of demons and using them to fight.
So a warlock.
Yeah. Well, that's what my class is.
Oh, sorry, I thought you went back to talking about demon hunters. Sorry.
No. So I was like, okay, cool. I like the idea of that. Summon a bunch of demons.
Did you just summon a bunch of demons in one turn? And yeah, they took away my metamorphosis. Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. I screwed myself over.
You got money out of it. You have to.
Great. Got shuriken my way through this. Oh, keep turning around. Wow, I'm bad at this.
You keep trying to use an ability that is not helping you. Also, you can still use the platforms to...
Yeah, I'd only get one hit, though.
1 hit of 8 damage.
That's true, I'm starting to run out of magic here.
But yeah, so... There you go.
Wow.
Only you should use the sword.
I expect to do this yet again with you, Giga Mermaid. Although next time will probably be in dreams.
Yeah.
Or, Shantae's memory.
I wonder how many women Technoparents killed.
I wonder how many women people have unintentionally been eating. Depends.
Monsters.
How popular is tin tuna?
It's monsters that he's feeding it to, remember?
Oh.
Because he's actually trying to feed monsters. So I guess he's not... I mean, it's the equivalent of using people to feed. I guess if I had to compare it to something, it'd be like stealing people's dogs to feed people in Africa.
I guess.
So...
Yeah, your thingy?
Yeah. So what they did was make it so you summon a bunch of demons and have them fight for you. This resulted in our main spell being a thing called Demonic Empowerment, where we'd cast it and it'd buff up all our demons. So you build up a big army of demons and buff them all up. What this resulted in was painstakingly slow fights because you had no actual damage output, you had no source of burst damage, no instant cast spells, and it resulted in you sitting there slowly building up an army of demons and painfully waiting for the right moment to cast Demonic Empowerment, because it was a cast time just for all the demons to die because they ran out of spawn time. And then you'd have to repeat. And that was it. And it was boring. I had basically like 3 spells that I cast.
So basically, it was kind of like management.
Yeah.
Micromanagement of
Except
your
I didn't actually
minions.
get to
Minion
micromanage
management.
anything.
But there's not enough time to actually manage anything.
It was like micromanagement without actually being able to cast the spells of any of your minions. And they've kind of fixed that now. They've given you actual spells to use. Your demons last a bit longer. You don't have Demonic Empowerment. Instead, you've got a thing that summons a fresh demon, which buffs up all demons you have whilst it's active, including ones that are summoned later on. Because Demonic Empowerment wouldn't buff anything that's summoned after the cast, whereas the Demonic Tyrant does.
So now you're basically...
It also extends the duration of all currently summoned demons.
Basically, like the sort of RTS things, you're basically deploying troops.
Yeah.
You're deploying... Your Warlocks are now just deploying troops to fight for them.
Yeah.
And, this unit I've just summoned buffs the remaining units. Now let me roll this dice. Now, okay, I need to get the rest of my minions out. Just hold on, let me get the other boxes. Just curious that the Warhammer shop Match is not being able to finish because it takes him too long to get all of his goblins.
It's still kind of annoying. We still don't have any instant cast spells, which is dumb.
So big flaw with your, I guess if you're a speedy unit, you've, killed the Warlock off already.
If you've got any form of burst damage, Demonology Warlocks can do nothing. Because we rely on... We're efficient against bosses, because we have time to build up our damage, but against normal mobs, pretty much any other DPS is better.
Okay. I beat you! Feel the wrath of the ninja! Ugh! Fine! Exact your vengeance upon me, I've given up already. Give in to all the anger. What are you waiting for? Go on, finish me off! No, this is not the way of the ninja. If I attack you out of pure rage, then I'm no better than you are. Yay, we're equals! And best of all, I've become one with nature. Bloop. I'm one step closer to becoming a true ninja master.
Please don't poop in public. Good job.
Okay.
You tried. That's what's important. Yeah, I guess we should end the episode, shouldn't we? Who? Who's going to cut it there? Back zoom.
Yep. If Rafi forgets to cut it, cheerio!